Fierce for it. Bookworm? Bookworm, right? Okay, so I just... And this is a... hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's a little bit to have you here, and I hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. So today we have an exciting update. This is the first update of a PANtastic latest collab, which, as you would have seen from the title, is the Once Upon a Pan project pen, which is based on the series Once Upon a Time. And basically we have 8 categories, which is all linked to a character from the series, and then we link a product to each of them that we try to work on. So this project started on the 9th of June and they will run all the way till the 9th of December. So it's a half-year project, nice and breezy, and I was always a fan of series. Well, series, yes, but also in particular this series. I binged it, I think, last year, and I'm missing it dearly, so I would love if it could come back, but I know it's not gonna. But you know, that's why I joined this project, and without me blabbering on for way too long, let's hop into the video. By the way, if you want to see the intro from last month, I'm gonna link it in the cards and also in the description so you can see it for yourself. So the first category is linked to Emma Swan, who's one of the main characters, and she is also known as the Savior. So the product that goes with her is a product that always saves the day. And for that I chose a setting spray, and I didn't choose this setting spray because this is my favorite one or anything like that, but I always need a setting spray in my routine, whether it's just because I overpowdered, which I can do sometimes, or because I want my makeup to stay on longer. And the one I had in is the Catrice Prime and Femme Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. And I didn't have a lot left in this to start with, but also it's quite a small bottle. How many mils? It's only 50 mils or 1.69 fluid ounces for those of you in the US. And I'm happy to report that we are starting off on a great note because this one is gone. So that's one product out, and the only thing I don't know whether this project is actually a rolling one or not. I'm not sure about that, but because I have quite a few other projects as well going on at the moment, I'm not gonna roll in anything else. I'm just gonna keep going and, you know, use the products that are left in the project, and at the end we can talk about how I did. But I don't think I'm gonna roll in anything for any of the categories. If I use it up, that's just great. Also, I wanted to say something, but I forgot. Oh yeah! I have, because I mentioned that I have quite a few other project pens, I have a full playlist with my 2020 project pens. So if you want to, you know, watch more project pens because you enjoy them, again, it will be up in the cards. I just always forget which side I'm pointing at, and also down in the description box below, so you can check those videos out as well if you want to binge some project pen content. Okay, so I just changed the settings quickly because I think I was too dark, and now I can't decide if I'm too bright, but we're gonna go with this and we're gonna move on to the second category. So the second product is linked to Henry Mills, who is the sun, and it's a product that you can't live without. And I did say in the intro that I can't really decide if it should be like a hand cream, but that's quite boring to pan, and also I don't have that many at the moment. Then I was thinking, maybe a face wash, but again, that's quite boring to pen and none of their packaging is really see-through. So then I went on to a lip balm, and again, just like with the first category, it's not necessarily my favorite lip balm, but it's quite easy to just throw in my bag and, you know, keep it around when I go somewhere or now that I'm at home, because, well, that's what most of us do. You know, it just lives with me in my drawer and it's easy to reach for when I'm editing or when I'm, I don't know, whatever I'm doing in the house. So I chose the Baby Lips lip balm in the shade Melon Mania. And I was not sure how well I'm gonna do. I'm just looking down because that's where I have my notebook. By the way, this says Once Upon a Time. How fitting is that? And it was featured in my recent favorites, which again, I can link it, you know, in the description box and the cards, but I just thought it's really fitting that that's where I keep my notes, especially for this project. But If I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes, and I was not too sure how well I'm actually gonna do with this, but I did surprisingly well. So I think I can definitely use it up by December and the end of this project, because it's just so easy whenever I'm at home. I mean, where else would I be? But you know, whenever I feel like my lips are chapped, it's just right next to me, so I just pop it on. Also, I ventured out a few times and it's just, you know, in my pocket or in my bag if I take any with me. Again, really easy to throw it on, so it's just quite convenient, and I don't think this should be a problem to use up. If I keep on going at the rate I am, I would say it's about another 2 months maybe, unless I want to get every last drop out of it, which I will decide if I can be bothered. Sometimes I cannot, but you know. We'll see. I don't think this should be a problem. I feel like I had quite a good progress with this as well. So far we're doing quite well, if I say so myself. Product number 3 is linked to Snow White, or also known as Mary Margaret, and this is the character of a teacher. I have some troubles. And this had to be a blood red or a white product, and I decided to go with blood red because, I don't know, I like to make it difficult for myself, clearly. And it's a lipstick, and this is a Revlon, it has a name, Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick in the shade 477 Black Cherry, and this is what I have just petted on my lips as well. And I would say this is the first product where I feel like I haven't done too well. It's not horrible, but I did say in the previous video as well, in the intro, that I do struggle with dark colors like this. But I still like to put them in a project pen because at least then I get some use out of it. So as you can see, it's not necessarily blood red, but it's quite a dark reddy purpley kind of color. And I used it a few times this month, and mostly I just patted it on my lips because I did not want the full color. I think I'm going to do it more once we enter the colder months. Although looking outside of the window in London, it's quite grey lately, hence I'm wearing like a long sleeve, a jumper type of top. And you know, I mean, is it a really bad update? No, but at the same time I could just about barely draw a new line. And also you will see that there's a green line on my progress sheet, and it's because I decided that I want to push myself and use up half of this product by the end of this project. Obviously it's a dark lipstick, it's not going to be something that I will be able to use the whole thing up. It's just way too dark for that, but I think I can use at least half of it and, you know, have some good progress, but we'll see. Nonetheless, I do enjoy it, but obviously my progress is quite slow, but it always is with dark products like this because I don't always use them full force. But you know, I'm happy that I could still draw a new progress line. That's better than nothing, because sometimes with dark products like this I can't even draw a new line because I haven't used it enough. So I will take it, it's fine. So the next product is linked to David Nolan, or Prince Charming, and he is the hero. So it's a product that you can always rely on, it's always going to be good, and for me that's Becca highlighters. If you have seen my makeup inventory, not my inventory, my makeup collection, then you would have seen I have a lot of Becca highlighters. And again, while this might not be my favorite, I really love this, and it's the Shimmering Skin Perfected Liquid in the shade Champagne Pop. So I have this on my skin. I mean, I have like 3 other powder highlighters as well, so it's not the only highlighter I'm wearing, but I loved it. And this month I used it more like a, not necessarily like a primer, like I put my primer on, then I put this all over my face, and then I put the foundation on, whereas before I mixed it in a lot with my foundation. But I just felt like, you know, experimenting a little bit with it. And while I'm not someone who ever measured any products, because with this one, now you can see like a little bit of progress mark there. I'm not sure you can see a lot of it actually. No, I don't think you can. There's a little line there, but it's really hard to see the progress with this. So I decided to measure it, even though I don't often do that. And when we started, this was 76 grams, and then this month it went down to 74 grams. So in a month I used up 2 grams of products, and it says it has 50 mils, so that should be 50 grams. So I assume like 20 grams is in the packaging. Or for all of you in the US, it's 1.7 fluid ounce. Obviously it's a highlighter, so you don't need a whole lot of product from it. At least I never use way too much from a liquid one. I don't feel like I need it, whereas with a powder I can just happily go back and go back and go back. You know, I feel like with a liquid highlighter there's only that much you can use. But I really enjoyed using it. Now I don't know if 2 grams is a good progress or not, because again I'm not really used to measuring it. But I guess we'll see how I keep going in the upcoming months. To be fair, I use it quite a lot and I do stand by it. I love Becca highlighters, you know. I'm quite glad this is here. Okay, so 4 products are down and we have 4 more to go. Next one, let me just see my list. The next one is Regina Mills, or the Queen. Well, or as the evil queen, really. And she is the badass category, and you need to find a product that makes you feel like a queen. And I said that for me, it's either glowy skin or a bold lip. And because I just had a highlighter, I decided to go with the bold lip, and it's something I'm wearing on my lips at the moment as well. And it's the MAC lip liner in the shade Beat. I mean, you can see it's a tiny one left to start with. So I don't think this will be a problem for me to use up. And if we look at my progress, I would say it's quite good. I mean, I haven't used it too many times. Again, this is more a color I feel like I pull out once the weather gets colder, and well, again, in London it's getting colder again. So here I go with this lip pencil. I told it many times, I love the MAC lip liner formula, so I'm really sad that it's not cruelty free, but I only have 2 left. One is Beat and the other one is Spice, and they're both tiny, but you know, I'm happy to get some good use out of it, and it actually pairs perfectly well with the Revlon lipstick. Again, this is the combination I'm wearing on my lips at the moment, so those two go quite well, and I still love this lip liner, and I did a good amount of progress. I don't think this should be any problem for me to finish by the end of this project in the beginning of December, so I think this should be okay. The next one is Rumpelstiltskin, or the dark one, who is actually one of my favorite characters in the series. I just really loved him. And this product has to be either something dark brown or something gold, and I chose something that's in a gold packaging but is dark brown. It's my Milani Fierce Foil Eyeliner. For some reason, Fierce Foil is really hard to say. Just try to say it like 5 times really fast. I find it quite difficult. But it's in the shade Brown Foil, and I think this was a limited edition product. But I love it. For a while I sort of forgot about it, and then I found it again. And I just decided to put it in this project to make sure I use it again. This is something I'm wearing on my eyes as well, both on the top and the bottom lash line. On the bottom I just blended it out a lot more. And I find it's a really nice formula. It's really interesting because it's super creamy still, even though I had it for years. But it just feels really creamy. But at the same time it applies like a powder. I'm really enjoying using it. And I had a bit of a dent in it as well when I started using it, and by now the dent is even more pronounced, but again, it's an eyeliner. So, you know, it will take a while for me to have a good progress, but I find that I already use it almost every time that I do my makeup, so, you know, it's a slow progress. But apart from the pictures that you've seen, let me show you how it looks close up. I just feel like it's a bit easier to sort of have an idea of how deep that hole is in the middle if I move it around like that. So you can see it's quite deep already, and I really enjoy using it. I love it. I'm so happy that I get to use it again. Well, not like I was not allowed to use it before, but you know, now I have a proper reason. Again, it's not a good way to go about it. You know what I mean? It's in a project, so I want to use it even more, and I'm really enjoying this. Now, as I said last time as well, I'm not sure how long this will take me to hit pen, and that is my goal with this project. This project? No, with this product. I just want to hit pen, but the packaging looks like it's quite deep, but we all know that doesn't mean that the actual pen is deep as well, so I have no clue how far I am. I guess we will figure it out as we go, but I'm just happy to use this till then, and once I hit pen I'm gonna be super happy. So the next product is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is corresponding to Belle, who is the bookworm. It's a product that you liked the reviews of, or that you heard and read about and then you bought, and for me it's definitely this one. everyone in the beauty community talked about it, whether it was on YouTube, in magazines or on blogs, so I caved in and I bought it. And just like with the Milani eyeliner, my goal with this is to hit pen on it. And I think you will be able to see a little bit of usage compared to last month, but I'm not too sure. I will have to look at the pictures. But again, after seeing the pictures, let me just show you a video footage. So it's a bit easier for you maybe to see, although I think with this bronzer it's not, you know, that much of a difference. But here we go, that's we are with this, and this is the bronzer that I'm wearing today. Thank you, camera, for focusing. It's just a really nice natural bronzer on my super pasty skin. It's in the shade light bronzer, if I didn't mention that. So, you know, for my pasty complexion, it's really nice. Sometimes it can seem a touch too orange if I overdo it. But I think if I just go in lightly, it's quite a nice bronzer on me. And I'm so sad that Physicians Formula is not cruelty-free, because I heard of so many of their products and finally they came to the UK and then poof, they went to China too. So great, thanks Physicians Formula. But the last person who we had to find a product for is Killian Jones, or the Pirate, and oh, I love him. He is, you know how if you watch Vampire Diaries, there was the bad boy there, Damon, who was bad but still had a good heart. That's Killian in this series, and I fell for both of them. I can't help it, although Ian Somerhalder is my only ever like teen crush. But I'm getting off track, I know. And we had to find something that's like gold treasure or like pirate no, pirate related. And I'm sort of regretting putting this in there, but I went for a gold shade from the Tom Ford Iron Cheek palette, which was my one of my Pantos palettes last year. And I went for this gold shade in there because, you know, treasure is gold, so why would I not do that? It was such a stupid idea, because what this is essentially is a pressed glitter. So I have this on my eye today as well, and I wore it quite a few times over this past month. But because it's essentially a pressed glitter, progress is super slow. So even though I use it a lot of times, I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see. So I'm not sure you're gonna see much of a difference, but you know, it's this product, and you can see that with all the other ones, like, well, this is the only other shade I haven't hit pen, but it has a really big dip. Whereas with this one, I use it so many times and you can barely see, so I'm starting to think it was really stupid of me to include this in this project, but I did it nonetheless, didn't I? So my again, goal on this is to hit pen. Now, whether I will be able to do it or not, I'm not too sure. This is the only product where with all the other ones, I have faith. And I'm quite sure I can do it. With this one, we'll see, I guess. We'll see. I'm hoping to. And this is the only thing that I'm not sure I can really use as a highlighter, because it's a bit bigger. But you know what? Why don't we try? Let's see. Where am I supposed to go anyway? Nowhere. So yeah, it's a bit too much. I'm not sure you can see it through camera. I will see. If you can see it on the footage, maybe I can spice up my highlighter with this a little bit, but it's a bit chunky. I mean, if you were about to go on, you know, like a festival, then it's fine. You could quite generally apply it on the collarbone as well. But in real life, when I'm looking at it, it's way too chunky, and yeah, not exactly highlighter material, but well, we tried. So again, I'm not too sure how it will go with this. My hair is now a mess. Great, but we'll see. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my update on the OnceUponaPan project pen. Again, we update every single month, so you will see a new update next month. But for now, I'm gonna go. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please, please, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean so much to me. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I have the occasional Saturday videos as well. So I'm gonna go now. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!